The centre has formulated a 12-point action plan to curb rising COVID cases, announcing a slew of initiatives to tackle the spread of the virus, including ramping up testing and upgrading the medical infrastructure. 20 doctors and 50 paramedical staff from the CRPF have been deployed for COVID duty in Delhi to address the workforce crunch. The centre has assured all necessary support to the Delhi government to deal with the crisis. The centre has also sought a review of the containment strategy and the formulation of plasma donation protocols for critical patients. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has called on all government agencies to work together. A meeting is scheduled today to discuss if the imposition of tougher restrictions is required in the capital. We're joined by Rupashri Nanda, who tracks the Delhi government. Rupashri, good morning. There will be another meeting at North Block today. Could we see a partial relock in the capital?
It's a very difficult question to answer. Like I was reporting yesterday also, the top people within the state government and the central government are not in favor of a drastic relock of the capital, especially when people are picking up the threads of their lives and economic activity is picking up in the national capital. But given the surge of COVID cases and given the fear that these numbers may surge even further post Diwali celebrations, there could be certain restrictions coming in, especially when you talk about marketplaces or celebrations of festivals. Now remember, there was no ban on celebration of festivals here in Delhi, but Chhath Puja has been banned. Community celebration of Chhath Puja has already been banned. When we put that question to Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal yesterday, he said very clearly that the decision will be taken after discussions in the central government today. So we have to keep our eyes on that meeting. And like you mentioned, yes, the Home Minister Amit Shah has stepped in yet again in order to boost the medical infrastructure here in the capital, to completely review the strategy that has been followed so far, enhance the number of tests that are happening in the capital to more than 1 lakh. Remember, now on an average per day we see about 60,000 tests, out of which about 20,000 are RT-PCR tests. So RT-PCR tests which are considered to be more confirmatory and more reliable, those RT-PCR tests are going to be doubled, which is a very welcome measure. All kinds of review will be done about containment strategies, contact tracing, testing and monitoring of people, especially of critical patients. So yes, the central government stepping in a big way again, so that the capital does not descend into the kind of crisis that we had seen way back in June.
We're also joined by Sneha Murdani, who tracks the Health Ministry. Sneha, good morning. There was an analysis from Dr. Guleria that herd immunity may kick in ahead of a vaccine. But how tricky is the coronavirus? Is it constantly mutating?
No, it isn't. And thankfully, it hasn't mutated in India. And that's one thing that the government of India is on record to say. The ICMR, Dr. Randeep Guleria also said that if it mutates, it becomes a big problem, or else we are headed towards herd immunity. But is that a deliberate effort of the government? No. The effort is to bring the vaccine and to ensure that there is quicker, safer and more efficient sort of immunity by using a vaccine. Now, as far as Delhi is concerned, let me tell you that the government clearly is of the view that this is an urban conglomerate. Delhi can't be looked into isolation simply because of the geographical location. So if there is an impact and if there is an increase in cases in Noida, that translates to increase in cases, hospitalization, more burden in Delhi as well. So that, number one, is the strategy if you look at a city like Delhi. Also, let me tell you, Ayushman, the other bit here is of contact tracing. And I just want to quickly make it clear that in the meeting yesterday, and Delhi is not the only place where this has been a concern, actively looking for contacts of positive patients, there has been a great amount of laxity on that front. And that is something that is leading to a spike in cases. I did speak to Dr. Randeep Guleria the other day, and he said that there is COVID fatigue, not just among the people, but also among healthcare workers. I mean, more than 10 months into the pandemic, and you've been doing this for such a long time now, in spite of odds. And that's the reason why there is a certain amount of fatigue among healthcare workers. There is a realization that there is a problem in Delhi also because of the geographical location, like I mentioned. It's a congested city. It continues to be reporting the maximum number of cases in the country, and it's left Maharashtra behind. Of course, Kerala continues to be number 2 in the country as far as daily cases are concerned. And this is something that unfortunately was expected. If I just want to bring your attention also to that report of the National Center of Disease Control that had clearly said that peak winter, more than 15,000 cases. And there are various factors for that. Movement of people, our borders have opened up, and also hospitals, like I said, from two-tier neighboring suburb areas where people move to Delhi for hospitalization. And of course, festive spike, that again is going to be manifesting in about 2 weeks or so to come, not immediately. And also we have Chhath coming up. The other very, very important factor is winter. The air movement here, respiratory viruses thriving in this sort of an air.
Right.
I think these are multiple factors that are leading to the spike in Delhi, a lot of which is in our control, a lot of which is not in our control. Initially, there were concerns about only and many more antigen tests being done in Delhi. And that,
Right.
of course, I think there's been a change in that position also, because RT-PCR tests, like Rupashri was mentioning, is more reliable. I think one word really from the government is on this as well. If you are doing antigen tests, go ahead and do it. But if there is a person who's symptomatic after an antigen test, get it verified by an RT-PCR test, and that is something that needs to be done.
Rupashri, I'll come to you on that point. Beyond COVID, any move coming from the MHA on the pollution crisis, given that experts have linked it to the COVID spike?
Well, I must tell you that was one of the issues that the Delhi Chief Minister raised at that meeting. But like he himself said after the meeting was over, that there was no discussion on it. But Delhi Chief Minister definitely asked the Home Minister to instruct neighbouring states here in the national capital to do more about tackling pollution at their level, essentially to take serious steps to curb stubble burning. Now, remember, Delhi Chief Minister has clearly linked the spike in pollution, the spike in COVID cases here in the capital to a spike in pollution, and that is something that experts have also been harping upon, that because because the level of pollutants in the air is so much more higher, the virus tends to cling to those air pollutants and live longer on those pollutants, and then they get into the human body. So that is something that was raised in the meeting, but it was not discussed. There was no discussion on it. But
Right.
remember also that nothing can be done immediately on a short-term basis in order to, bring down the kind of stubble burning that we see in the national capital. Delhi government is trying to do all it can in order to curb pollution when it, is stemming from either vehicular pollution, dust pollution, and so on and so forth. And now the the Air Commission that has newly been formed, the CPCB has been asked to invoke GRAP whenever the air quality deteriorates to severe levels or more than that. So the Union Environment Ministry is also keeping a watch on it. But
Okay.
we do not expect anything drastic to happen over that. So if you think that that if you can reduce the number of COVID cases by reducing pollution in the capital, that is something which is a long-term strategy. It is not going to happen today or tomorrow.
Thank you, Rupashri and Sneha, for joining us on the broadcast. We now get you these visuals of the wreath laying